Hey guys, it's Mr. Clementine Teach, and today I'm going to show you what $600 will do for your classroom. Here we go. So I'm going to start on this side. Everything over here was bought at Target and or gifted to me by my parents and a student. A couple of the things were gifts, but most of it was purchased at Target in the Dollar Spot, one of my favorite places in the world. And you know, I was going there not to purchase anything. I was going with someone else and they were getting something from Target. And of course they put it right at the front of the store and you see all this wonderful teacher stuff. And I lost my mind. So basically I blacked out and I woke up having spent $50 in the Dollar Spot. So that I use timers a lot for students who need some visual aids on time limits and when work needs to be done. And if I have kids that it's like their birthday and they brought cupcakes and they want to take cupcakes to other classrooms or to other teachers and whatnot, I'll set a timer and say you need to be back when the timer goes off or by the time the timer goes off. So I use these timers for a lot of different things. I have two that I got from Target last year and they were $8, but they really weren't that great. They were much more expensive, but they weren't that great. The buttons, so yeah, like even now, like I'm just moving them around. I don't know if you can see, but the screen is like glitching. So yeah, I spent $8 for this and they pretty much were glitching when I got them out of the box, both of them. So it's not user error, it's something with the timers. And I don't like that when I spent $16 on the two of these. So I got some more. These guys at the dollar store, I have not tried them yet and I'm hoping that they work better. They look a little bit sturdier. And they were only $1, so if they don't work, I won't be quite as concerned as I was with the ones from Target for $8. Whew. So yeah, already I like this better. Like when you push the buttons, the screen actually functions and does what you're asking it to do. And it has like some feedback with the sound so you know what's going on there. And only thing is it doesn't have a magnet on the back. I like to stick it on my file cabinet, but I suppose I could put a magnet on the back. It does have a little stand though, if you wanted to put it somewhere like that, I suppose. So I think that's a good find for it now. These guys are, what are they called? Bulletin board accents. I bought these for $1 from the Dollar Spot. They're actually gonna go on my on my cubbies with the student's name so they know which cubbies are theirs. I actually did the same thing last year, but I used the little die cut thing in the workroom, and I cut the apples myself, but I saw these, so I was like, well, instead of making it myself, I'll just pay the $2 for 2 packs. Actually, I only needed 1 pack. There are 30 in there. So yeah, and I'll just write their names on them with Sharpie and tape them to their caddies for, not the first day of school because the roster will change, but at some point after that, the cubbies will have their names on. So those are $1 a piece, and it will save me a little bit of time in the workroom. These are just pointers. They have a lot of different pointers in the Dollar Spot. $1 a piece, a star and a light bulb. They had a pizza one, a rainbow, an earth, a lot of different ones, but I like these two, so I grabbed those as different pointers. I have some pointers already. I use fly swatters, the finger pointer, of course. I had 2 of those finger pointers and one just disappeared from my classroom one day and it never turned up again. I don't know what happened to it, where it went. I keep my class very organized, so I know I didn't lose it. If I had have lost it in the room, it would have turned up as I was cleaning up for the end of the school year, but it's gone, so whatever. But that's why I got a couple more. These are schedule cards, and I have some of these already, but these ones are a little bit different. They have the time cards too that you can write the time on. I don't know if I'll use that or not. We'll see what happens. But I got them for the labels of the subjects, so writing, math, so on and so forth. I saved the ones from last year, but some of them I wrote on, and my schedule's a little bit different, so I just got these for backup in case I need to change anything with the schedule. I don't know what all subjects are in there. I see writing, math, social studies, lunch, homework, and then I'm guessing it probably comes with some blank ones as well that you can fill in. Like my school, we have moral focus time, which is basically the time that we take out of the day to learn about respect, wisdom, perseverance, all those different virtues. So that typically would not come in a pack of cards like that, so I always have to Sharpie that one on. These I'm really excited about. This is actually, I think, what I spent the most money on because I got so many of them. They're only $1, but I got 20 of them, so that added up kind of quickly. But they're the little, what are they called exactly? Dry erase pockets that students can use the Sharpies on. And I like them because it saves paper. I try to be conscious of how much paper I'm using. As a school, we're trying to be more conscious of how much paper we're using. And we do morning work and different things where, and especially at the start of the school year with kindergarten, where they're doing the same or similar worksheets a couple of days until they've kind of mastered it. So instead of having them write on it with pencil and then print out another copy for the next day or for later that week, I can have them do it in the pocket sleeve and just erase it, and they can use the same one the next day. So it saves paper, saves time, and it's great. So I think it was worth the $20. I got 20 here from Target, and I made a class set plus this 10 that I actually got with grant money. So I had these already, and then I got the extra 20 to make a complete set. I didn't get a chance to use them last school year because the grant stuff came in almost towards the end of the school year, but I'm excited to use them this year. And another cool thing about them is they actually come with some pretty neat activities inside them already. Well, not neat, more useful activities for kindergarten. So this one is the alphabet tracing letters, shapes, shape tracing, and number tracing. So things that we actually do at the start of the school year. So those will come in handy. I won't even have to print much to put in them to start with because it's already in there. These I was really excited about. I got 3 of them. They're called binder clips. They are binder clips. But the cool part is I don't know if you can see on them, they say different things. So one says to grade, one is to file, one is to send home, and one is graded. So just cool to help with organization. I have different places where I put things to help me keep organized and like my file trays and everything. But I think it would be cool for like I won't have an assistant, a parent in my classroom this year, which is pretty sad. So I'm going to have to really rely on a room parent this year to help with copies and Monday mailers, or a lot of people call them Friday folders. We have Monday mailers, same concept. But so like Monday mailers, I can clip everything that needs to be sent home in the send home clip, and they don't have to, I always put it in the same place anyway, but I just like the fact that the clips have the names of it on there to be extra bit of organization. Also, I know some people have different feelings about voice levels and voice level charts, that kind of thing. I'm a little bit on the fence about it, but nonetheless, it's a school policy here, so I do use it. It's something we use school-wide for consistency, and I think it works for the most part. The issues that people have with the number system for voice level, I think it can be resolved. A lot of the issues can be resolved just with the way you implement it in the classroom, the way you approach it. But anyway, so voice level 0 is silent, of course. Voice level 1, whisper. Voice level 2, indoor. And voice level 3 is speaker. I call it loud and proud teacher voice. And voice level 4 is outdoor voice or indoor emergency voice. So I thought that was kind of cool. I also have, they're not up there right now for the summer, I took them down. But I have my Bitmoji posters that put the voice levels on them. Maybe I can find them and show them, or they'll be in my classroom tour video for sure. But I thought this was cool. Also, I'll find a way to hang it on my board, or because verbal reminders are a lot less effective than visual reminders a lot of time. A lot of times those conflicts with students just come from the fact that they're receiving those directions from you verbally. But if you can just say, show them this or refer to this, this is telling them what to do. You're not telling them what to do. So a lot of times they won't have as much of an issue with this, an inanimate object, as they will with you telling them what to do. So anytime you can give directions without actually speaking or giving directions, that's helpful. This was $3, by the way, BTW. This was a gift from my mother. Best teacher, said every single one of my students ever. Don't know how much it was or where she got it from. Does not have a Target sticker on it. This one says, teacher, it takes a big heart to shape little minds. Yes, it does. Also, don't know where that one came from. Doesn't have a Target sticker. I'm guessing the dollar store. Then this one is actually from my dad. Made by Office Envy. Doesn't have a Target sticker, but it's giving me Target vibes. And it says teacher, kind of like a definition format. Teacher, noun, one who inspires, guides, motivates, a tireless scholar. These are $3 a piece. I think totally worth it for the start of the school year. So name tags. I got 3 packs of them, by the way. Yellow, green, and red. So last year I did stickers for the first week of school to help me and others with learning names. But the stickers fall off by lunchtime. The stickers fall off by lunchtime, and you have to redo them each day. So if you use the sticker on the first day of school, you're going to have to rewrite them and reapply them to students' shirts or whatever on the second day, and the third day, fourth day, fifth day, however many days you need to do it. So that's a lot of work, a lot of writing names, a lot of stickers that you're blowing through. 30 stickers times 5, 150 stickers right there for the first week. So I like these because they have the name thing inside it, but it's like a little pouch and a lanyard. So you just write it once and you can give it to the students the first day of school, and you can reuse them however many days you need to. And then for next year, I'll just take the cards out and put new cards in there. So it'll save a lot of time, a lot of work writing names. So I like those. Oh, these back here were also gifts. This one was also from my mom. She had a very large bag of classroom gifts for me that she had just been collecting. We don't live super close to one another. So she had been collecting them for a while and finally gave it all to me, and it was just a lot of stuff. So that's why I have so many gifts from her at one time. And this was from a student, one of my students from last school year. I teach, what is your superpower? This one says, teacher's rule. And this was also from the dollar spot at Target, $3. It's just color tarps. I don't know what that is. I think I was trying to say color chart, but they call it wall decals. So I guess they will stick on the wall. I was thinking on the window or glass, but if they'll stick on the wall, that's even better, actually. How many colors? 12 count. So on this side, brown, white, gray, black. This side, pink, blue, purple. And then one that just says colors is like the top, I'm assuming. And then in the middle, there's some more colors in there. I'm guessing green, yellow, orange, whatever's missing. So I like those because, again, trying to be conscious of paper and ink and printing and all those things. I didn't have a color chart like from the teacher store last year. I just made one. We did it very Hungry Caterpillar themed. We made an anchor chart of the colors and it worked well, and I'm still going to do that as a lesson. But just to have up at the very start of the school year as a reference for students, I'll have this up somewhere in the classroom. And then I'm very, very excited about these, more so than I probably should be. These caddies are also from the not the dollar store, Target, the dollar spot, $3 a piece. And I'm really excited about them because my caddies last year, they were not not mesh, but they had like holes in them. I still have some. They're like this, and they have the holes in it. Now it's great for math workshop. I put math tools in there, those kinds of things. But when it comes to caddies for the table groups, when you put crayons and pencils and sometimes glue sticks in here, they fall out. So all year, we were wrestling with crayons and everything falling out of the caddies. We managed it. It wasn't too terrible, but I think these will be a lot better because the crayons and whatnot will not fall through little holes. So I'm very excited about those. A little disappointed that the green and the blue is not quite matching the greens and blues that I have in here already, but we're gonna go with it anyway. So yeah, $3 a piece. I'm excited about that. The greens and blues are for my table group. The black is for me, that I use with small group and everything. Mine is a different color because I want student fingers and germs on my caddy as little as possible, so they will know that the black one is my caddy and not for them to use. I just don't like the germs, so, you know, and they break the crayons and eat the crayons and they disappear and everything. So one caddy is for me. I think that's fair. I can have one caddy to myself. So yeah, that's everything I bought from Target and everything that was gifted to me. Okay, I got distracted with noise from next door, so I had to go see what my neighbor was doing. It was actually the custodian, not my neighbor. Anyhow, we got all of the elementary classrooms, so K5 I think it was either K3 or K5. All of those classrooms got $550 a piece to spend on literacy supplies. So we were able to shop on Lakeshore.com, Scholastic, and a couple of other places that I don't remember. But everything I purchased was from Lakeshore. Scholastic does some weird stuff with like their shipping dates. So people ordered things and Scholastic said they would not ship it out until August. So that's almost like 6 months that they had to wait to receive their stuff. And in actuality, that means they still don't have their stuff because it's July and August is not here yet. So some of the stuff that people ordered from Scholastic is still not here. So that's kind of weird to me. So I'm glad I didn't do that. Everything I purchased was from Lakeshore. And these are pretty cool. Oh, I will also say that I have not used a lot of this stuff yet because again, it arrived closer to the end of the school year. So some of it I have used, some of it I have not used. I can't talk very well today. Some of it I have not used. So if I'm like reading it and trying to remember what it even is, that's why. But it's okay. Bear with me. All right, so these are Power Pen learning cards. I've used them a little bit, some of them, not all of them. But each one is a different skill to practice. So like this one is short vowels. And they're really cool. Yeah, I didn't use this one yet. It's still in the plastic. They're really cool. Basically, they have multiple choice questions. And there's an electronic pen that goes with it. And when you put the pen on the answer that you want, it tells you if your answer is correct or incorrect. So like this one, you can see the multiple choice bubbles are the black dots. It says match the picture with its beginning sound. The picture is an alligator. It gives you the word and the A for the beginning sound is missing. So you would have to go through and put the pen on either A, E, I, O, or U to complete the word. Now this is cool because students can essentially use it on their own after they know how to use the pen and everything. So kind of cool for daily 5 or workshop time as an independent activity because it's giving you that immediate feedback on whether you got the answer correct or not. So these are pretty cool. Now the problem is I bought this set thinking that the pen came with it and the pen does not come with it. So I still have to go back and order a pen. So that's the primary reason I haven't really used these yet because I don't have the fancy pen that I thought came with it. This one is short vowels. This one is word families, consonants, long vowels, blends and digraphs, and reading read. Cool for independent practice and workshop for daily 5 time. How much these were, I have no idea. I don't remember how much any of this was, so don't ask. These are cool. I I don't think I ever use these. I think only my pairs that come in to support during ELA time have used these. I do some different things with my small groups, but these are some go-to activities that those pairs were able to use. But it is cool. I've seen it. It's for sight word practice. It's called Fishing for Sight Words, and that's exactly what it is. It has a fishing pole with a magnet on the end, and it has a little pond, and then the fish, of course, and the fish had the sight words on them. So there are different ways that you could play that game with students to help them with sight word identification, and it's pretty fun. It comes in 3 different levels, and I got all 3. So the blue box is level 1, and I'm guessing they base the levels off of like adult levels. So level 1, level 2, and level 3 for sight words. Excuse me. This is one of my favorite things that I purchased with the grant money, and I use this a lot before the end of the school year. So Word Family flip books. And some of my viewers actually asked where I got this from one of my other videos, Teach With Me. I did a video of me teaching a small group lesson on word families, and I used the cards in that video. So if you were wondering, I got it from Lakeshore. I do not remember how much it was, but if you go to Lakeshore and type in Word Family Flip Books, I'm sure it will come up fairly easily. And it's very organized. When you open the box, it has the little index identifiers so you can easily see what word family you're pulling out. And each word family has several words that you can create. So it gives you the family. This will be the AIM family. It will give you the beginning sound G to create the word game. And you flip the beginning sound N to create the word name. And it has a picture to go along with each word to help students decode. It's really cool. There are, I'm not going to count them all, I'm sure it says on the box. There are 30 flip books covering 300 words. Partitioning storage box for easy organization. It's fantastic. I use it in just about, at least the second half of the school year, in just about every small group lesson I do as word work, that kind of thing. So if you're looking for something to invest in, of all these things, this will probably be the thing that I say get. Hear myself sound phones. Trying to remember what I usually call them. I don't know. There's another name for them, but I don't remember. But I don't call them what this box says. I know that much. But it's a set of 10. And they're little phones, and they're nice for small group because students can read at a different part in the book. That's really loud in my ear. Students can read their book or different books or be in a different part of the book, and they can whisper read and hear themselves very easily because it's connected. So you whisper into this end and it goes straight into your ear. So that way you don't have 5 or 6 students at your back table reading loudly, trying to hear themselves, talking over one another. They can all whisper. Oh, whisper phone. That's what I usually call it, a whisper phone. So yeah, it's a set of 10. If you didn't want to buy them, you can make these pretty easily with PVC from like Lowe's or Home Depot. I've seen that done before, but I saw it on Lakeshore and I was like, that looks a lot easier. So that's why I bought them. And they work very well. I would recommend like some Clorox wipes after you use them though, just to wipe them down, keep them sanitary, keep the germs at bay. That's a little tip. This is a Reader's Theater script. Lots of different scripts in there. In fact, there are 32 scripts for 8 different titles. So there are 8 different plays or stories that you can do Reader's Theater. Basically, they're color coded, so all the greens will be one play. This is show and tell. And each one has a different character highlighted. So there will be 4 people that could work on this together. I've done it with the whole class if you organize it correctly, like a whole table group can have one the character. So one table could all read Yuka's part together if you wanted to do it that way. Or you can give it to groups, give all of them to a group of, say, 4 kids, and one person can be one character each. However you want to do it. It's very cool. Each character is highlighted along with all of their lines to help them stay organized, and it has a picture of the characters next to it as well, so to help students follow along as they're reading. I've not used, it's called Picture It Daily Comprehension Activities. So I'm actually learning a little bit as I open this box with you. Actually, let's read the back. Perfect for boosting fiction and nonfiction comprehension. The cards feature large, high-quality, high-interest pictures. Each week of the school year, students make inferences about a picture and answer daily questions on a reproducible activity card. So I like that because there's 36 cards. One for each week of the school year. So you could literally do this every single week of the school year. And it helps with comprehension and making inferences. So, and there it's divided into fiction and nonfiction, 18 of each. Fiction are red, nonfiction are blue. So let's see. Of water that has spilled, and I also see the little path that pail followed. This guy here is sitting on the ground and his crown is broken. So I'm guessing this story is Jack and Jill. Then the important part is here on the back. So it has Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, an activity that you can do each day based on this one card. So that's really nice. Of course, you could mix it up. You could do it all on one day for your higher students, however you want to do it. But there's enough in this box for you to do one of these activities every single day of the school year. Let's do one of the nonfictions. So nonfiction, a picture of a bear in a stream attempting to grab a salmon or fish. In the back, Monday, key details. What animal do you see? Where are they? Tuesday, predict. What will the bear do next? Wednesday, vocabulary. What are 3 words that describe the bear? Thursday, make connections. Is it easy for the bear to catch fish? Why or why not? Friday, write 3 sentences about the fish. So, I really like that. My wheels are turning right now for nonfiction. I really enjoy teaching nonfiction. So that's really great. That's called Picture It Daily Comprehension Activities. I want to check the camera right now to make sure we're still recording. So, ooh. Did you hear my hip pop? Okay, we're good. Sounds Sorting Garden. Actually, this was in the classroom already, so this was not purchased with the grant plan. And I've actually never used it. I have so much stuff in this classroom that I didn't even get to try it all last school year. But anyhow, each little flower pot has a short vowel. Short vowel? Just vowels. Doesn't say short and long vowels. So you're going to look at the flower. There's a picture of the object on one side, and there's the word on the other side. I have cup. So I will look for the flower pot that matches that middle vowel. You slide it right in there. So cup will go into the pot with the vowel U. Then on the back of the flower pot, it actually has the long and short vowels, all the words listed there for students to self-check. Again, another good independent activity because they can check their own work. And these are like really solid, like it's cardboard, but it's not. That's some good cardboard. Like I'm squeezing it pretty hard and it's not breaking. So students can drop it, do whatever they're going to do with it, which they will do with it. And the flowers too. Flowers, a little bit more potential of breaking those, but if this were to break or get bent, I know that it was intentional or they were not doing what they were supposed to do in order for this to be broken. So, and I didn't get this with grant money, but it was purchased from Lakeshore whenever it was bought for this classroom. So if you're looking for that, you can find it at Lakeshore as well. This was also in the classroom already. I have 2 of these. I'm only going to show one though. They are sequencing cards, and essentially they are stories without words that students need to put in order. Each story is a different color. So the border of this one is green, the border of this one is blue. So 2 different stories. So you'll go through, find all the green cards, for example. These are both green, but 2 different stories still. So apparently you have to be a little more discerning. Anyhow, these two go to the same story, and you need to put all those cards in order. These stories are 4 cards apiece, and I also have one with 6 cards. So 4 scene sequencing cards and 6 scene sequencing cards. And on the back, it does have the numbers, again, for self-checking to see if your story is sequenced in order. So students need to look at those pictures and decide what happened first, next, then, and last in that story. Put them in order. They can flip them over to check their answers. Little tippy tip here for not losing directions. I tape them all inside the box. Otherwise, they get ripped and destroyed or lost. Again, this was already in here. That was purchased from Lakeshore also. This is purchased from Lakeshore as well. This was not purchased with my grant money though. It was already in the classroom. It's pop and win, letter, sound, bingo. So pretty self-explanatory. It's bingo. Each bingo card has pictures. It has the little popper. You pop, it gives you a letter, and you find the picture that matches that letter, the beginning sound of that word. So if you get a P, you could put a dot on pig. Pig begins with P. Patterns, patterning, and sorting. Folder games. So I like these for a workshop because each folder is a different activity. So this one is small, medium, large. The folder gives directions for the activity, and it has a picture that kind of shows you what you're supposed to do. So for this one, set out the size tile so that the pictures face up. One at a time, place each food onto the same size bear. Backs of the tiles to check your work. So this is activity number 3. I will go in, find the little folder. Where are you? Where's 3? Here it is. 3. I wish that the folder was the same color as the pocket, but it's not. A little feedback for Lakeshore if you're watching. Patterning and sorting. So you would put the food items small, medium, large into the bear's belly for that. Now there's 10 different activities in here. Each folder is a different activity. I would go ahead and put the little envelope inside each folder to make it a little bit easier for students to find what they're supposed to be doing, that kind of thing. But just in this box alone, we have copying patterns, sorting patterns, completing patterns, sorting by home. So identifying what things go in an ocean setting, what things go in a house, what things go in a forest, and what things go on a farm. Copying patterns, completing patterns, sorting by shape, sorting by season, sorting by size. This one is shape and measurement, same kind of setup inside with the folders and the little pockets. Comparing sizes using a measuring stick, measuring with rope, measuring with a ruler, triangles, rectangles, measuring with windows, circles, squares, measuring with links. And this one is numbers and counting. Counting quantities 1 through 10, matching numerals 2 quantities 1 through 10, counting quantities 11 through 20. That's a good one because students, kindergartners really struggle with 11 through 20. Those teen numbers just stump them every time at the beginning of the school year, it seems. Matching numerals 2 quantities 11 through 20. Greater than, less than, counting by twos, number sense, sequencing, different ways to show numbers, matching numerals to quantities 21 through 30. So, a lot of independent work the students can be doing for a workshop. There were 2 things that I say you really should invest in. Of all these things, it will probably be the flip books for word families, and then this guy. This is called Blends and Digraphs Teaching Tubs, and it kind of follows like a Montessori style, whatever you want to call it. So it has a bunch of different objects, essentially toys. Some of them are actually real, like this is a shell, and it's a real shell. a whistle, a real whistle. Don't let them put their mouths on it though. Some of this is a little bit risky, like a little tub of glitter. No one opened this last year. I told them, do not open it. I don't like glitter. And they did not open it. So I was proud of them for that. A little thing of glue, and it has real glue inside. I don't know why they did that, but nonetheless, the little thermometer is not real. These do not belong in here. This is another activity altogether. Oh, students, put things where they belong, please. Oh, so many clothespins in here that don't belong. That's an entirely different side of the room where that goes. Okay. So all these things belong in a tub. And each tub has a blend or digraph labeled on it. I don't know why that was so hard for me to figure that out. So let's see. Like this would be globe. So I would find the tub that has the appropriate beginning for globe. Oh, I see it. GL. And I would put that in there. And so on and so forth. And all the different ones there is PL, SC, CR, FL, GL, SH, WH, TH, TR, BR, CH. And I think a couple more. And there are 60 different objects that they can sort. Very hands-on, very interactive for students, a lot of fun. Come on, little fella. Come on, little fella. All right, so this I did not buy. I found it in the school. I didn't find it. I knew where it was, but it was not being used, and I needed an easel in my classroom. I wanted an easel in my classroom, and this thing is fantastic. It has the whiteboard. Ooh, that's a lot of talking. A lot of stuff.